He's one of the best you can see out there for sure. Anytime you've watched this race on the restarts, he's always very strong. Owen Riddle and Jeremy Doss, they had a good battle going there right before that caution came out. Rob Touche has been a big mover in this race as he started back there in about the 14th position, is already now up into the 8th position, so he's moved up 6 spots. So keep your eye on that 35 car. Guy we haven't talked about a whole lot this year, Jesse Jensen. His first race on the 5.8 since 2001. But this guy has crewed on some of the winningest drivers across the Northwest. This year, they got the super late model. He got back behind the wheel of a race car, and he can wheel it for sure.
He is not only a driver, he is a builder of some of the cleanest cars in the Northwest. Here we go. Preston Peltier. Lex Johnson, is going to stay with him. Preston picks it up quick, and he gets 1-2. Car lengths again on Lex Johnson as they go into turn 1.
Johnson trying not to be fooled that time on Preston Peltier's starts.
Wow.
And Jeremy Doss very slow down the backstretch. A 75 car off the pace there. Don't know if he missed a shift or something, but he got very loose. And both Willie Allen and Owen Riddle get right by him.
I think he had to build up a rubber on the tires. Davidson now trying to get underneath him. Now Jeremy Doss able to move it back down. He didn't get those tires completely cleaned off, and they have buildup of the rubber on the track. And if you don't get it cleaned up by scrubbing side to side, you slide right up the banking. That's what you saw happen.
Keep your eye on Trenton Moriarty in that 12 car. He is working the outside lane. Just saw him go by Pete Harding on the outside. Now looking to the outside of Chad Fitzpatrick down into turns 1 and 2.
Well, the sun is coming out and the track is changing a whole bunch. It's very warm out there right now. Thank goodness for how the sun has come out, dried the track. We've got a whole new race going on before us here. Pete Harding trying to get underneath the 52 car Zamora.
Zamora gets by Harding there as they're battling 2x2 up in front here. Your top two kind of checked out on their own little line with Peltier and Johnson.
Moriarty looking very strong in that 12 car.
He started third from last and is already working his way up into the top 20, looking to crack the top 15.
Moriarty's really picking them off. That 12 car is turning some of the fastest laps out there right now.
Speaking of the 12 car, here comes the 12 of Willie Allen, new third place driver, the 12 of Willie Allen. As the Zip Fizz cars run second and third right now at the Summer Showdown.
Owen Riddle is taking a different line into turn number 1. You'll see him drop the left side underneath that white line, turns the car in the apex.
And we got a battle for the lead as Johnson looks to the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson looking to the inside, still one more time off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. It is Peltier on the outside, Johnson looking to the inside.
Lot of horsepower down that backstretch. They've got a 10 car length lead on our third place car. Here he comes underneath. Lex Johnson unable to do it. He's got a great exit off of the corner.
That time Peltier got a little loose there, gave Johnson a chance to run to the inside there. A battle back up there between the 14 of Davidson and the 10 of Riddle, so Riddle's starting to drop back a little bit. As we speak of that, here comes Taylor Riddle in the 15.
Taylor Riddle working on the 35 car, Rob Touche, and they touch just a little bit in turns 3 and 4.
Racing throughout the racetrack we have here. The 2018 Summer Showdown underway.
Moriarty picks up another spot in that 12 car as he gets around Nema Lang, many-time track champion. Now look at this. Did Lex Johnson run his tires off a little bit because Preston Peltier is able to open up a 5, 6, 7, 10 car length lead.
What a run for Preston Peltier. 50 laps down in this one. Here comes Rob Touche looking to the inside of Owen Riddle down the backstretch. It's Touche on the inside, Riddle on the outside lane. That's your battle for 6th position. So Rob Touche, who started back there in 16th, trying to move up 10 positions total.
Pete Harding trying to gain a position back there. Molly Helmuth right on his bumper cover.
As Riddle and Touche make contact going down the corner there. Riddle trying to pay it back there as those two drivers made contact coming down the front stretch.
Taylor Riddle and Owen Riddle side by side, but Owen slows down. Owen slowed down going down the back chute. Is there a problem on the 10 car? Oh my, he's slowing down a bundle.
We'll have
Owen
to check
Riddle.
on the 10 car of Owen Riddle because he is way off the pace from what he was running. I mean, we're talking almost dropped 8-9 positions in that 10 car. So we'll see if our pit reporters can check in with the Riddle crew.
I'm heading over there right now. They aren't moving, so I have a feeling
24-3
Owen just wanted
for
to get
Riddle.
out of that
He's
mess.
slowed up about a second. So we'll have to keep our eye on it, see if there's a problem. Or he's just conserving his tires. We still have 48 laps to go before our break.
Here comes the 12 of Trenton Moriarty now trying to make a pass on the outside of Daniel Moore as he is moving up more and more positions.
Daniel Moore on the inside. Jesse Jensen on the outside. Right behind him is the 12 car.
Moriarty cracks the top 15 now, starting almost dead last on the field.
Riddle's crew is on the move. Riddle's crew is on the move.
All right,
Whoa!
we're seeing all of Owen Riddle's crew starting to walk down now in that 10 car. So it's got to keep you concerned. They're all walking down off the backstretch of the 3/8 car back over to his pits. They're picking up the pace quite a bit. So we'll see if we can find out on the 10 car of Riddle.
Contact between the 12 and the 31 car last time in turn number 1. I think 31 car dropped back
Well,
a few spots.
The funny part is that's his crew chief, or former crew chief, that helps him out, Jensen and Moriarty. Jace Hansen and Jeff Knight on the battle between the 70 and the 08 car. Down the front stretch they go. Jeff Knight in that 525. Oh, contact between the 08 and the 16 car. Jeff Knight to the outside. Here comes Jeff Knight. Could the preacher continue service at a Sunday at the racetrack? We'll find out.
Good move. Look at that of Moriarty. He is a car that is on the move. Now he picked up the 16 car of Daniel Moore. Coming up, boy, he is really stretching it out. He's moved himself up into the 13th position. Moriarty in car number 12. Last time by, 24-5.
So 57 laps in this one. They see the sunshine. They say it is go time, ladies and gentlemen. Johnson looks to the inside of Peltier this time.
I can talk to you about Riddle.
And let's go down trackside report on Owen Riddle in the 10 car.
Yeah, the crew chief just looked at me, held his hands up in the air. They don't know what's going on, but I can tell you that they are preparing tires. If maybe he's got something going down or he's just got some bad rubber somewhere on the car.
So interesting, no reports yet on Riddle. They don't know either. So he might just be hanging back there, but he's fallen back about 8-9 positions from where he was running. That was your fast time of Owen Riddle.
Now our leaders have separated themselves just a little bit from Willie Allen. We have the team cars, the Zip Fit cars are running in second, third. Whoa, now look at this.
Lex Johnson looking at the
Lex
inside, trying to
looking.
do a slide move on the inside of Peltier off of turn number 2.
He tried the crossover move, didn't quite work. There was a car in his way, the 3 car. Look and tried again. Oh, and Nema Lang into the pit area.
The 00 hero, the 5-time Super Late Model champion Evergreen Speedway, Nema Lang, and a lot of smoke coming out of that 00 car. Left front tire down on the 00 car of
Down,
Nema
left
Lang.
front.
Tire wear being a factor. Very much a factor. As our leaders go down the back chute into turn 3, they've got a 20 car length lead on the team car, the Zip Biz car. Then we're going to have Jeremy Knotts, Chris Davison, Taylor Riddle, Rob Touche, Chris Eggleston, and Owen Riddle, rounding out the top 9.
Molly
Call
Helmuth
this
and
pit stop on AMS.
Jan Evans side by side battling with Pete Hart in a 3-car battle up there for that position.
Don't know what's going on with the 10 car. as he dropped back 3, 4, 5 positions.
Here comes Trenton Moriarty looking the inside of Buddy Shepard as they battle for a top 10. Trenton Moriarty from the back to the top 10 in this race in just 63 laps from almost dead last to a top 10 run, that 12 car.
About ready to run into the 23-second bracket, and he's one of the faster cars on the track right now. The 12 car entering turn number 3 and coming out of turn number 4 right now.
Lex Johnson looking to the inside once again of Preston Peltier off of turn number 2 as the leaders navigate through the lap traffic, and their heavy lap traffic up in front of them.
Preston Peltier's got a tremendous run off of the corner. That car flat sticks to the corner and comes out charging. He's able to pick up there 2 by 2 right in front of him.
Side by side, Peltier goes on the track. Here comes Lex Johnson the inside. A little contact between the leaders. Off of turn number 2 down the back. Here comes Peltier on the outside. Johnson on the inside. Contact one more time.
Contact between 1 and 2. How about that? These guys are racing like it's a 4-lap trophy day. Right in front of you. Preston Peltier. Lex Johnson wants to get up there. He knows, look, I get new tires in 14 more laps.
Johnson looking the outside of Andy Soul this time, trying to set up off the corner. Down the back stretch, it's Johnson on the outside. Peltier on the inside. Lap traffic in front of the leaders. They're still side by side.
Lex Johnson takes over the lead as they come off turns 3 and 4.
New leader, Lex Johnson, the 22 car.
Naima Lang went to change a tire.
Lex
and put the new one
Johnson.
on, and they got told they can't, so they had to put an old one on.
Turning laps in the 23-second bracket. Now let's see, was he just following Preston? Was he just going just as fast as he had to go to stay behind him? Now, let's keep our eye on this and see what happens. 0.2 of a second lead. Got 0.8 of a second lead in 1 lap. Almost 1 second lead in 1 lap.
Lex Johnson has that car just hooked up right now with your new leader looking for redemption after last year. And you got to wonder if Preston Peltier just said, hey, I'm not going to run this hard right now. I'll let you go forward, lead some laps. We still have a long ways to go out here.
Well, they do, but I'll tell you, I'm impressed now with Lex Johnson. You can see how they're going underneath that white line. They can't go too far underneath the white line because those marks you see are actually bumps. There's speed bumps down there, so they can turn the car just a little bit with the left front.
So 70 laps in this one. You're still seeing Owen Riddle just kind of hang out there and fall back, but he's going to have to get moving pretty soon here. Leaders starting to still navigate their way through the lap traffic.
Lex Johnson, boy, once he took the lead, he was able to stretch it out by a little bit over a second in just 2 laps.
Willie Allen, the 3rd place car, the other Zip Fizz car, trying to close in on Preston Peltier.
$24-2 for Willie Allen that last time by. Here we got both Evanses together. We got Father in the 64. Oh, and we go caution.
The 10 car of Owen Riddle off the pace.